Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Look at what we've got here, baby. Santa Claus is in the house. We're going to figure all of this madness out. It is past Christmas here. We'll figure that out, boys and girls. This is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guest, one L Ref. What's up?
Not today.
Oh, wait.
L RefaClause, all right?
L Ref.
Yes. And if we're gonna do this right, hold on, we're gonna do this right from the beginning, all right? I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Well, ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
There we go. Perfect. Salute, my friend.
Salute, sir.
Coffee.
Same thing.
Coffee.
Yeah, same thing. Yes. Now Santa, El Santa Claus, El Ref Santa Claus,
L RefaClause.
El RefaClause. Yes,
Yes, sir.
excellent. That's the name of this episode, El RefaClause.
Oh.
Is that coffee spiked, my friend?
It's not even dark. It's very clear. So I don't know. It must be like a Christmas coffee kind of thing. I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds fine. I'm drinking Mountain Dew neat, my friend.
I approve.
It's like drinking the Cocana. It keeps me going a little bit. Yeah.
It gives you a kick. You know, it does the job.
Hey, you see me at the shows. That's all Mountain Dew, baby.
Oh, boy. Remind me to stay off that stuff, right?
First off, El RefaClause, I cannot thank you enough for coming back and wanting to talk to us, the fans, on Stirring the Pot, because this isn't my show, my friend. This is our show, and I love the talent that comes on. If you want to come on once, that's absolutely fantastic. But to want to recur your beautiful face on Stirring the Pot, this is a privilege for me, and I thank you so much for returning, my friend.
Hey, like I said, the pleasure's all mine. You know, I have a ball every time I'm here. You know, like you said, this show is not for you. It's not for me. It's for everybody who's watching. You know, enjoying the show.
It is, and I know I kind of repeat this in my on my interviews, but my views, they're roller coasters. So I'm trying to get my dad and his dog to watch them multiple times, and I'm trying to kick up the views.
Well, your dad knows that I'm being here tonight, so don't worry about it. Those views are going up. You know, so you'll be good.
And I know out of the two of us, he's your favorite Kincaid. That seems to be a theme across some of the promotions that we go to. It's been working in that way because I'm going to start right there real quick, and then we're going to get into El Santa Claus. RefaClause, I'm sorry. We have a relationship, boys and girls. If you don't know, El Ref is one of my, and not only mine, but one of our friends, our community, our friends and family in the wrestling business, in the industry. I'm sorry. We have so much fun at these shows, and El Ref is right in the middle of all of it. He's a fantastic ref. He does his job the way he's supposed to do it. But he always adds these little little entertainment elements that is part of wrestling. Always love you for those. I get a tickle out of all of that, especially when you got missile drop kick. Now that was fun.
Which reminds me, I'm still looking for my shirt. I can't find it.
That's been yes. That whole search has been on for quite some time now. But I did want to start with the fun that we have at the shows with El Ref. We go there, and I know you boys and girls, you guys and girls, you always say, without us, there's no you. But my friend, we go there because of you. So without you, there's no us. And it's this little thing that it's a relationship between fans and performers, athletes, however you want to see it. But I tell you, yeah,
we do it. I mean, as much as we love to do it, we do it for you guys. You know, we get a reaction out of you guys. It makes our day. You know.
And you do get a kick out of us. I will tell you that at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Now that's your home base. We've spoke about that before.
Yes, sir.
You don't venture out much. That seems to be your place that you're very comfortable with. If I'm not mistaken, you're not looking to maybe be in the WWE. You got the family going on. You know, maybe you're not looking for that that platform, if you will. Uh, let's start here. Are you kind of comfy where you're at in the PAPW family?
I'm very comfy. It's my home. It's where I train. It's where I begin. It's where I help new talent out. Even it's kind of cool. Because even though we're refs, we have an input with with rookies and stuff like that. So we do help them out. We talk them through. We do throw them a few ribs here and there. Just to shake them up a little bit. But it's definitely my home base. And I'm input to working other places, which I have before. Like I say, I work. I see your hat. Um, TOS. Where again I had a wrestling shirt. I mean a referee shirt from over there, and now I lost it that day after I got drop kicked, and I still can't find it. So maybe once I find it, maybe I'll pass by one of these days.
That would be fantastic. We love some test of strength as well.
Good stuff with it.
Yeah. Speaking of test of strength, they put some dates out there. They're going to be doing something. I want to say it's May, if I'm not mistaken, called Dear Norma. That has been put out there. I cannot wait. I love me some test of strength. That's going to be fun. Now, I want to kind of go back to this relationship that I was starting with the fans and the performers, the workers, athletes, if you will.
Yep.
The wrestlers and the referees, announcers, ring keeper, bell keepers, timekeepers, no matter what, that whole circle that makes that thing go around, all of you seem to find a way to be able to interact with the fans.
Yep.
In one form or another, because we're watching you guys and girls, and I'm just gonna say it outright. You getting the chemical warfare, if it's from Dirtbag Dan. I know Big Cal tried to throw it out a couple times. Maybe it didn't work as correctly. He just said it really.
And he showers a little bit more than Dan, so that's the problem. So,
yeah.
He showers out, and then maybe it'll give the same effect,
He does have a bit more clean, better hygiene than Dirtbag. That's for sure. I'm not knocking Big Cal. Please don't hurt me, sir. Just saying, Dirtbag Dan, his effectiveness on the chemical warfare is just something insane. We have changed it, my friend. I just spoke to Dirtbag Dan not that long ago. He's getting over the COVID and. And the King Cole, never mind.
I saw it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. And he's getting over that. But we spoke about the chemical warfare, but I misspoke. And I called it the chemical welfare. So I think we're going to change it.
Boy, change it. I say over, change it.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be changed over. And I'll scream it loud and proud. Oh my God, it's the chemical welfare. So that's going to be fun down the road. Can't wait for that. But all of my yammering is bringing me to a point, my friend. It's the Mountain Dew. I'm sorry.
Yeah, gotta do
it. The interaction like that.
Yeah.
I see that you have so much fun with those kind of things. Do you push for these things? Like, hey man, can we try this? Or does it come to you? How do these things kind of work out?
Natural. It's all natural. Even with the wrestlers, I know some people gave me some good feedback for the way that I sell when I'm in my matches. Because I think at the end of the day, a good referee that sells in his matches, it helps push the talent. It helps, and honestly, what I do, I don't know what's going on in the matches. To tell the truth, some people want to know everything by detail, which we used to do when we're rookies. But right now, when I call a match, and I can probably say the same thing about Bill, we go to the talent and we ask them, listen, what's the finish? And is there anything that you need me to be involved in? And that's it. So everything that you guys experience in that ring, we're experiencing as well. So a lot of those reactions that you get from me, they're legit.
And I'm being repetitive here, but I correlate music and wrestling. But I want to use this instance for the correlation because there's so many, and I get to use it on this show. It's the same thing. Like, I went to the studio. I recorded an album with my original band in 2000. Okay. We did every single track live in the jam room. Okay. While the engineer recorded everything, we sang, we did the leads, we did everything like we were doing a live show. Okay. Then we went back and we re-recorded. Okay, all of the leads, all of the vocals, those are going to get done because we want those pristine. So we're going to overdub those tracks, okay? 80% of our album, and I kind of took the lead on this to find the studio and kind of really get us rolling on this. I found it so proud of this project because it was 80% raw. You know what I'm saying? We went in, we jammed all of those drum tracks done in one time. You know, all of my tracks on the rhythm guitar, that was all done in one time, except for a couple flubbers I had to polish a little bit. But my point being is it's raw, my friend. Bringing it naturally like that, I applaud you. It's not easy.
No, which is makes it a little bit difficult, you know, when you have to when you're looking out for those pins, you know, usually, you know, if you study the whole match from beginning to end, you know whether they're gonna have a pin here or there. When you go in raw like this, you're just following them around. That's why you see me moving around so much in the ring, because I don't know what's gonna come next. There's been times that I almost, you know, there's been times I almost get run over because, you know, I'm somewhere where I'm not supposed to be, but I don't know about it. And but it keeps us active, is more natural. And like I say, you know, most of the time when I'm selling something there, like somebody's getting a chop and you see my face, just it's all natural.
That reverts to being a wrestling fan, I would imagine. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're feeling that emotion, you're feeling that one part, that one spot, if you will. You're like, you know, you're giving us that and stuff like that. You know, I love Bill is funny with all of those, you know, the physical. He's really good with the physical part. Boo, Raphael. But you know,
we're not doing this right now, all right?
I know, no. I apologize. Yeah, right. I know, and we're on a flow, so I don't want to mess that up. But boys and girls, this is what I'm talking about. We have so much fun. And it doesn't have to be just the wrestlers. That's my point about speaking to El Ref Bill, Ref Gina, Ref Will Dojan, name him, Ref Quinn, my man, Ref Quinn. Love me some Ref Quinn. But that's my point, though. It's not all about the two opponents in the ring. It's about the manager. It's about the valet. It's about the teammate bringing said person down. It's the referee. It's everything that surrounds the ring that really puts just one match together.
Yep. Absolutely. You know, just, I mean, the talent, of course, we're there for the talent. You know, they do most of the job, like you said, without everything around those little pieces that make it happen. You know, for example, you know, an astronaut. You know, an astronaut is the most important person going to, I don't know, to the moon, space, wherever they want to go. But there's those little pieces, you know, around the astronaut. You know, with the third pieces, he wouldn't be able to go out of space. So I kind of, you know, I feel like, you know, we're those little pieces around the talent, you know, that makes it, you know, where it needs to be.
That's a very good analogy.
Top
astronaut
of the dome right now. Top of the dome.
Wow, El Natural.
It must be cafe.
Oh yeah. See, I did some Spanish with you, huh? How you like that?
There you go. Yeah, you're getting on my good side now. I like it.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to mention, I know some colorful Spanish words.
Oh, I bet you do. we'll talk about them after the show. You know, I gotta put you on my good list. You know.
Yeah. I don't want to be throwing out some Spanish words because they may mean things that I really just don't get. So I don't want to be telling El RefaClause some nasty stuff. No, we don't want to do that. Now I want to speak something on referees.
Yep.
Naturally, accustomedly, I'll say, are usually of smaller stature because they're not to take away from the size of A and B wrestler or the tag team or whatever's happening in that ring, okay? And I get that. But there's also some referees, and I'm going to use one specifically, ROH wrestler, ROH senior referee. He's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Okay? Yeah, he's a big dude. And I've seen him there for years and years at ROH. Very regularly on TV at their live shows and such.
Yep.
And I get why the referee is supposed to be of smaller stature, but that brings me to you, my friend. You are the most probably, besides Ref Quinn, you are the most jacked. Looks, I say you should just be in the ring. Period. Jacked referee I think I've ever seen, TV, live, or what have you. As a bigger guy like that, why not in the ring? And if we did touch upon this, boys and girls, if you watch our last one, because I forget stuff. I'm like, I just pushed over 50 and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
It happens.
Why not in the ring? Why would you go to being a referee with your stature?
Well, let me see. I'm 6'3" right now, 270. I gained some weight these last couple of months, So,
Wow.
but it's part of the part of the quarantine game. But no, I think we did speak about it before. I just got a few injuries from a couple of years ago that doesn't allow me to get as physical as I want it to be. So I just being like you said before, like you mentioned, being a wrestling fan, being a fan since I don't know 3-4 years old, back in the island where I was born. I've been a wrestling fan ever since. I always wanted to get involved, and I wanted to be a wrestler, but it can't happen. But I just I went to PAPW, spoke to Roma, and he was like, "Well, I'm looking for referees," and I looked at myself. Same question you asked. I'm like, "Aren't I kind of big to be a referee? Can I manage?" And he was like, "No, you can be a referee." I'm like, and then I told him like, "What about I'm a little bigger than some of these wrestlers. Wouldn't you think they mind?" And then gave me the usual Mr. Roma. If they don't want you to referee for them, then they can't wrestle under here. I'm like, cool. Roma got my back. Roma got my back. I mean, you threw a couple of bumps in there too, but I'm gonna keep it PG right now.
Now I want to kind of focus on PAPW because that's your home.
Yes, sir.
And there's since the COVID has it seems like things were slowly opening up. There was some wrestling shows coming about in some of our surrounding states, but also in Connecticut, we had Test of Strength doing some shows. PAPW did some stuff at their home base at the training school, the training facility. I was there on the first show of the 3 in one evening. You guys are crazy.
You got away from me that day, I remember.
I ran like the wind after show 1. I was not sticking around. There's been a lot of recent activity. Now that we're worked up to Under the Radar, just past us.
Yep, nice little pay-per-view.
Now, from those 3 shows, from what you guys had before, up until Under the Radar, there's been some changes within the title scene. The landscape has changed, if you will. First off, were you part of Under the Radar, my friend?
I wasn't. So, work related, December is pretty much our busiest, after December too. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, which I was a little upset. I want to go out there and put in some moves by my boy Bill. Bill took care of business, and he did an amazing job. Did a real good job over there.
Did you watch it? Watch the very first Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling pay-per-view.
You have to, especially for that price. What was it, $4.99? That's ridiculous.
$4.99, my friend.
You can't skip that. It's like you got pay-per-views out here for $30 or whatever it is, and then we're giving you some good stuff for $4.99.
Absolutely.
Recommend it to it should be in the website right now too. So
yes,
Paradise
the replay.
Wrestling.com.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah, you can go there just like any pay-per-view. You can go there and do the replay. $4.99. I want to say there was like 5 or 6 matches somewhere in that range.
Yep. No spoilers.
I want to talk.
I'm not giving spoilers. If you haven't watched it, it's there for you to watch.
Oh, because I was gonna talk some of. I was gonna kind of talk to some of the results.
You got some spoilers?
Well, I just want to talk about one match specifically. Can we do that?
Go for it. Start.
Okay. Because it really pisses me off. The IC championship was on the line.
Yes, it was.
Bull Dread has been a champion. I just had him on that same evening.
Yep. It
was previous to the show. And we were talking IC. He's going to retain and all of that good stuff. There was some crazy stipulations. No disqualification and a count out. If either of those happen, you could lose the title. The champion. So it was the rules were against the champ, if you will.
It's very rare to see something like that,
Yes. And I asked him, how you feeling going into this with these stipulations? He's like, just another day for me. I got this, kind of thing.
Yep.
But that's Bull Dread. He's a champ, I wouldn't expect any other kind of answer, right?
Whatever you throw at him, he's gonna, he doesn't care. He's gonna go in. He's gonna put in some work.
Mm-hmm. Now his opponent, and this is why it pisses me off. His opponent is the Russian Maxim Morozov.
Yes, sir.
When I first met him, we used to call him Mascom. I could never say Maxim. I don't know why, and I would call him Mascom, and it really peed him off.
I used to be his translator. You know that, right?
Wait, what?
I used to be his translator.
Oh.
Yeah, when he spoke in Russian. Yeah. I mean, I don't know any Russian, but I used to be his translator.
Oh, fun fact, boys and girls. We just learned something new. I did not know that.
It's funny because, he was speaking Russian, I was speaking Spanish, and, we understood each other, so.
Oh, but maybe when we can do a little get-together, we could do a little Kincaid file of this translation stuff we're talking. I would be intrigued on seeing this.
Sure. I'm sure he's down.
Yeah, you would have to ask him. He don't like me.
You see, translating. Look at that. I'm connecting people.
You are connected. Yes, sir. But to move on, his opponent was Maxim Morozov, the challenger. Maxim Morozov kind of going through a transition, if you will, a transformation, an evolution of his character, I guess we'll say.
We can say that. It makes sense.
Yeah. And, well, long and behold, spoiler alert, close your ears. You don't have to, if you read lips, close your eyes, close your ears. Maxim, I give you a count here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Maxim Morozov becomes champion. Holy crap.
Yep.
Very sad.
Yep. I mean, I can't say very sad, because I have to be neutral in these situations,
Very sad. Now, excuse me. The next morning, do you follow his YouTube page?
I do. But I heard about what you're thinking, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had a chance to go in there.
Please do.
No, I'm sorry. No, I think I did. It was him waking up in the morning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I saw it. Never mind. I saw it.
Now, as rocky as our relationship, myself and the Russian, that video, absolute money. That was something. I could talk about the pay-per-view for the rest of this interview, but a couple of things. It's not about LREF. A, you didn't work it. B, and C, I don't want to give all the results away. Just kind of wanted to touch upon that one match.
I know that one hit too hard, but yeah, maybe we can get him. Maybe we can get him on, and we can talk more about it. But and we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe he wants to give Bull a rematch. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll ref that match. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Have you ever, in a match, been accused from either side of not calling it right down the middle?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
Huh.
Usually, what's the word I'm looking for? Usually, usually the heels don't like my calls, but it's like, hey, I call it right down the middle, how I see it. There's always those guys, for example, usually, your boys, the firm, when they're, if I'm doing one of their matches, I know you're a fan favorite of them, but, if I'm doing a match, and I call something on their opponent, they're fine with it. But if I call the same thing to them, they're having a little hesitant, but I gotta call it down the middle, man. This is why we're there in the middle of the ring.
Hey, and again, you do a fine job, my friend.
I might add, I don't get as much from the wrestlers as I do from the fans. Something doesn't go their way when their favorite doesn't, So it's funny because we gotta take a lot of heat from the fans, but we keep it going. Ref, you're blind, blah blah blah.
That's one thing. I talk about the evolution of wrestling, character, but also the evolution of the wrestling fan has also gone with the times, if you will. Some things not so good. Some things, are still old school. And I'm going to use what you just said for an example. That kind of typical wrestling rhetoric, if you will. Ref, you're so blind, or that was a 3 count. That stuff has been said for decades and decades and decades. And I absolutely love that stuff, it keeps transitioning over the generations.
Yep. And fun little fact, we love that. We love to get that reaction, and as much as we want to turn around and respond and say something, we might have to keep our cool sometimes. Unless it's you, whenever you're speaking up, I'll turn around and I'll give you a little, I'll give you a little pushback.
Yeah, let's kind of jump back again. We were talking about the 3-event night that you guys had. It was 1, 2, 3 shows, right back to back to back.
Back to back to back. Yep.
So, Ref comes out, and I got my nephew. We were sitting with Laura C. Papa Kincaid was there. Fogman. We were all kind of.
Since you say Papa Kincaid, if we're going back to Laura C, isn't Mama Laura C now?
Yes, Mama LC. Yes.
Which congratulations.
Yes.
I want to throw that out there. Salute to you.
Yes, I know it's Mountain Dew, but see. Man, I don't know if you follow her on the face page. Her daughter is just so darn cute.
Gorgeous little baby. God bless.
Speaking of, you have gorgeous children as well.
Thank you, sir.
Fatherhood has been good for you, yes.
It's been beautiful. It's probably the best thing I ever experienced. So very very happy about that.
Again, I jostle all over the place. We know that Kincaid's not that, right? Right back to the first show. El Ref comes out, and he happens to give my nephew a little sign.
Uh-oh.
Now, this video where this sign comes from was absolutely beautiful. I thought it was creative. You had so much passion into it. The whole thing. Your wife, Mrs. El Ref.
There we go.
Dude, her responses were spot on. I mean, it was a piece of art that you sent me. And this was for the Sign kid's birthday, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, sir. Awesome family right there, too. The Sign family.
The Sign family, yes. Well, we've been running with that, and it's been absolutely amazing. Love the whole fam. So what I asked was for some of the talent that knew of Sign family to maybe just send me a little quick something for his birthday. And again, I just want to reiterate, one of my faves of the bunch was El Ref, and he was coloring, and his Mrs. El Ref kind of interrupted him. It was silly, it was beautiful, it was amazing, and all the things, very creative, I want to reiterate. But he was coloring some stuff, and so he shows his El wife, his El wife, his El wife.
El wife, there we go. Like we're keeping it. We're keeping it. Yep.
So he puts this up to the camera. Boys and girls, right, if you can't read it, it does say choke slam the Kincaid. And he put that up with a beautiful smile, and she questioned it. Choke slam the Kincaid. He was like, oops, that's for someone else. And I you know what? My family got an absolute pop out of that. We laughed and laughed, dude. It was just so amazing.
Awesome.
But this sign was handed to my nephew, Big Jacob P.
Smart kid.
And you even gave him a little Undertaker thing, because there's this running thing on face page. El Ref is going to choke slam me, and he uses the Undertaker gifs, boys and girls. Sometimes you say GIFs, and I don't want to be correct here, because if there's something that I am not, is correct.
You can use whatever you want. People get the point.
Oh man, I was trying to make a point of gifts. You gotta push the GIF. We're trying. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Christmas. Okay, I got you. Let's go.
And so there's been a running thing with Undertaker gifts, and wow, tons of fun. And I know you're half serious, because that's what really scares the crap out of me. And El Ref came by, gave me the old Undertaker, but that, and I know we've long-winded story. That, my friend. My nephew took home with him the memory. I don't know who would want to call me, but I hung right up on them.
Beautiful. I feel honored.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. uh, yeah, my nephew, he took the memory home with him. I took the memory home with me, and we're speaking of such fun right now. Those are the things that we as fans take home with you, and it seems that the boys and girls kind of do the same thing. You know,
Yep.
you kind of take this stuff home with you as well. Um, and I just thank you for everything, all of these interactions, because a lot of referees, my friend, aren't as interactive or very interactive at all. So I appreciate all of that fun stuff that you
No
do with
problem.
all of us, you know?
Like I said, it's all it's a group effort. We got to make it fun for everybody. At the same time, you took that memory home. It was fun for you guys, and guess what? It was just as fun as it was for me. So having a blast. It's all about having a good time and loving the sport of wrestling. What can I say?
I can't wait till Avery's next birthday so I can reshare that little montage because I absolutely love that. You guys, uh, all of those videos put together, man. I've watched that probably, I don't know, 15 times easy. I just
Beautiful.
absolutely love it. Man. That was so cool of you guys and girls to do that. Really cool.
It was awesome, man. Everybody, like you said, everybody who was involved, it was amazing. And like you said,
Mm.
it's Sign Kid, man. Sign Kid's there for everybody, so we
It,
got to be
it's
there for him.
yeah, loud and proud too. The signs and the cheering and stuff. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Yep. Talking
I
about
want
good
to talk.
kids, before we go into it, make sure you say hello to Jacob for me and let him know, I still gotta show him how to do that choke slam because I know he wants to learn. Um, I don't know, maybe there's a pillow in the house or an uncle he can choke slam, but I'll show him how to do that. All right.
Well, I'll tell him you said hi, and then I'll just stop with that. How about that?
I'll tell him in person next time. Don't worry about it. We'll
Oh,
take care of
okay. I thought I was getting out of that one. Um, now, I want to talk about the talent for a little bit, if I may,
that. Yes,
sir.
sir.
You get to work with so
Yes, sir.
many talented men and women in that ring. I want to talk about some of the upcoming local ones in our area that's come through Paradise Alley.
Yep.
There's a company up in Massachusetts out of Kevin Landry's Combine. They do a shut up and wrestle.
Yep.
And we have some fun times up there, my friend, up in Holyoke, Massachusetts.
So
And
somewhere I want to actually visit because actually my uncle lives over there.
oh, really?
So it might be a nice time for me. Actually, he's right there in Holyoke. So maybe once all this stuff starts clearing up, maybe I'll go out there for the weekend or show my face. Come sit next to you or something.
Oh, oh, cool. Yeah, there's a company up in Massachusetts, and they've been putting on these fun shows for free, might I add, for
Yep.
free.
Yep.
And we left at Shut Up and Wrestle 6. And they haven't given us Shut Up and Wrestle 7. It's been some time. But in the interim, very, very recently, within this past week, they just came out with the Shut Up and Wrestle awards for
Yep.
Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Comeback of the Year, Match of the Year. And you know of one Big Juicy,
Yep.
one Nuka,
Yep.
the great Nuka,
The green
uh, one Chris Cannon, you know of him, and one Jay Baker, and I want to say the Firm. They won Tag Team of the Year, which pisses me off.
But they won.
Yeah, but they won. You know those names and those talents you've actually worked with, if I'm not mistaken, all of them. Maybe not Jay Baker, if I'm not mistaken.
Or I don't think I worked with Juicy either. I know she was doing our last
Yes.
live show.
Yes.
Blue shoes, which you have right there on your shirt.
Blue shoes.
She worked her match. But yeah, all those talents they've been around, the home base, and great people to be around, great talent, bright future.
And you get to see, and that's what kind of brings me, because I've been told on this show that you just don't want to go to one school. You don't want to go to stay at home and be,
Yep.
Be comfortable, if you will. You want to spread your wings. You want to get out there. You want to work with different people you haven't worked with. You want to get out your comfort zone. You want to challenge your craft.
Yep.
And I see that this talent now we're seeing out of Landry's, the Big Juicy, Nuka and such, as we've spoken.
Yep.
But then on the other side at PAPW, we've got Flash Waller. I just had on. It was amazing. I thought I was only getting Flash Waller, and I got the whole bunch of them. It was amazing.
He amazes me. I'll let you continue, but he amazes me. I mean, I was there when he first started, and just to see the evolution of Flash, I love doing his matches because once he gets on that top rope, I know I'm gonna see some air. And every time I'm in that ring and he goes off the top rope, every time we do a different match, he seems to keep getting higher and higher. I'm like, kid, you gotta hit the roof. You gotta take it easy. But Flash he's a great one. He's great talent. We have a lot of good rookies coming from PPW, and they're expanding fast. So be on the lookout for those guys because they're very talented. And they're just getting better and better.
Absolutely. And I forget the exact name, and I don't want to misspeak. And if I have to look on my phone, it would look pretty wonky on the recording. So I don't want to start flipping stuff. But they are, and being they is one Flash Waller, one Kylon King.
Yes, sir.
And we have Sean Knight and Jay Onyx, collectively the Haven.
The Havens, yep.
Those four gentlemen are upcoming in PAPW, bred in PAPW.
Yep.
And they have started spreading their wings in different companies, getting their name out there a little bit. But they have started a hashtag. And if boys and girls that have not heard of any of those talents that we've just mentioned, go look them up. Find talents, and you're going to see that there's a hashtag being started. I wanted to call it a faction, but they're just saying it's a movement, like a generation kind of thing.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for those four guys specifically. And I know there's many others that I could just keep naming, but those kind of stick out right now. So be on the lookout for those talents.
Those four, they're gonna be something. I mean, they're already doing stuff right now that I look at their matches and I'm just like, I'm wowed. And like I said, and they're just getting started. They're hungry, so you better watch out for those four because they're coming in and they're coming strong.
The Haven, former tag team champions in PAPW.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We have Kylon King. He is the current Firebrand champion in XWA in Rhode Island.
Yes, he is.
Flash Waller. He is the current Blood, Sweat, Tears heavyweight champion, and he is the current PAPW Friday Night Alley Fight champion.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Very young generation and a lot of gold.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, how soon they have gold already. All four of them have gold, and like I keep saying, all four of them. They're very talented. Future is very bright for those guys. So I'm very happy to see them coming out of our school and wish them nothing but the best. Like you say, if you haven't seen these guys wrestle, like I said, whenever I'm doing, I want to work their matches because every time I work their matches, I see something new. And Flash might tell you, usually when I work his matches, he needs to keep a serious face on him because I usually throw him a few little ribs here and there,
Do you enjoy doing that stuff? Because we don't hear. We hear some stuff, but we don't hear like probably 90%, if not even more, of the stuff that happens in the ring. Yeah. You guys get a kick out of throwing those little things within the match, I would take it, yes?
Very, very. Love doing it and, throw them off. They never see it coming, even when they think they see it coming. When they're expecting it, we give it to them, and it's awesome.
I kind of want to use that topic right there because I just shared a memory from a PAPW show. I forget the exact name of it from a year ago. And it involves one of our beloved Blue Shoes, Gina, Ref Gina. We love her.
Or as I like to say, I like to call her. You know what that is. You know what that is.
I personally do. That's not nice. That, my friends, if you don't know, that's the burning Elmo GIF. Oh, I just burned my own pronunciation.
That was funny. The other day, I forgot what she posted. She posted a picture of herself, and I threw that at her, right at her, and she was like, "This is the appropriate time for you to use this." For the first time ever, I got approval, so it made my day. So Blue Shoes.
But the interaction thing with the fans and the athletes and referees and everybody inside the ring, there was a promo that I did with her some time ago at Battlefront Pro Wrestling, and it had to do with triglycerides. And she was kind of yammering on triglycerides. And one Ty Shine took it upon himself to do some twin magic with High Voltage Omar. And it's one of my all time favorite promos in the universe that I've ever done. And it's hilarious. So at the show, I go, hey, Laura, I go, we should mess with Ref Gina. Once she gets in the ring, I'll count to 3 real quiet, and then we're going to yell like idiots, triglycerides! And we did it. And the look on her face was the very confused Ref Gina face. And if you know what that is, you know what that is. And we were dying.
Absolutely.
But those are those interactions that we have the fun times of doing, you know.
You have to. You know she was married, right?
If you bring up the Russian in this mess, because I've seen you with, I don't want to say it was an Argyle, but it was a pretty fluffy sweater, if you will. I think you had some glasses on, and you were playing like marriage counselor.
Oh, I am a marriage counselor. What are you talking about? I was trying to save that marriage. Are they still married? I don't even know. If I can recall, I didn't comprehend anything that was going on that day. But you know, but yeah, she was. You know, I don't know if she still is married or not. But you know, I wish those kids the best. You know.
You don't think that she has tried to get out of that marriage by now? There's no way that she's wanted to be part of that mess.
I don't see why not. Another guy, you know, he's got gold on his belt. You know, I don't see why not.
Well, now he does, but you know.
Paycheck's a little bigger now, you know.
I will say, again, promos, lasting memory. See, and I was calling it, if I'm not mistaken, it was like a tan sweater, was it not, or something like that?
It's what I use, you know, when I have to counsel people. That's why I don't have it right now, you know, because I even though you need counseling, but you know, I'm too expensive for that, so you know, I don't think you'd be able to afford it.
No, because I don't have crap in my PayPal, so sorry, sir. I wanted to kind of move on to RefaClause.
Yes, please.
What is this ambiance that you're giving us? Because, my friend, Christmas was a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks back. What are we doing here?
Absolutely. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm actually I am Christian Orthodox, which means that we follow the old calendar, and our Christmas is actually falls on January 7th, which is tomorrow. So this is why I'm still celebrating. You know, I had my regular Christmas with my parents and all that, and you know, my wife she's Greek and they're Orthodox, so you know, so I'm kind of lucky. I get 2 Christmases, you know. So we're getting ready for Christmas tomorrow. That's why you see the hat. That's why, you know, I gave you the
ring the bell.
And I already started getting a few gifts. You know, do you mind if I share what I got so far?
No, please. Really? This is awesome.
I know you got the blue shirt on, but you know, I want to share. You know, my wife got me this shirt right here. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can see
beautiful.
Very well. But you know who that is, right?
Mr. Piper.
Mr. Piper, back in the '80s, baby. You gotta show Mr. Piper some love. Also, I got a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine for many years. DJ is his name. You know, he got his own beverage out there. So I want to thank you, DJ, for sending this to me. You guys might know him as Dwayne Johnson, but I call him DJ, you know, because we go way back.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you guys are like that.
Yeah, but I don't like to talk about it. You know, I don't.
Oh.
Okay. Also, Christopher is a very good friend of mine. You know, I got New Year's for us is on the 14th, so you know, he sent me a little something to celebrate. Christopher, if you're watching, thank you. My friend Christopher got his own line of champagne.
Oh wow!
A little bit of the bubbly, I think it is. You know, Christopher. You know, he wrestles here and there, but he's a good guy. So I want to thank you, Christopher. Thank you for this. These guys
his name is El Champion.
Yeah, Christopher. I call him Christopher. You might know him by something else, but you know, he's a good. We also go way back, you know.
Oh wow!
And I got something else over here, which I want to share. But I'm gonna leave this for the end of the day of the. Actually, I'm gonna leave this gift once we're done.
Oh,
because this is not for me.
Oh,
I got this for you.
What, for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not cool. It's not cool.
Oh.
It's not cool. So we're gonna wait. Once we're done with this, at the end of the interview, I'll get this out for you. All right.
Wow. I seen the Santa Claus hat or the
Yep.
El RefaClause hat, but I did not I did not expect gifts on STP. This is beautiful.
Listen, even though you've been kind of a naughty boy, Bill told me, you haven't been behaving, I got you a little something, So after the interview's over, I'll share that for you, and we'll go from there.
Oh wow!
Salud.
Yeah, salud, salud. I'm not a drinker on the adult beverage side, but if that's some apple cinnamon moonshine from one Lisa Thomas from up in the Battlefront Pro Wrestling area, I would love to accept that. That would be beautiful.
It might be, it might not. You have to wait until the end of the interview to find out what it is.
Okay, all right. So, are there? Is it just one big hoo-ha? Or is it like Chinooka where you spread it out throughout the days?
It's just like Christmas. It's just it falls on a different day of the year.
Okay.
Pretty much, we the cool thing about it is that the Christmas tree stays out for 2 more weeks, which is awesome because I as you can see, I love Christmas. I love Christmas tree, and it's pretty much the same the same tradition, pretty much. We get together with the family. We have the gifts. We have the big breakfast. We have the big dinner. This is why I'm 270 right now. But yeah, it's a great old time. I tell you, man, the Greek community know how to cook, and I've been fortunate to be part of that and enjoy. Nothing like going to one house and having rice and beans, and then going to another and having some gyros. Love it.
Wow. Your in-laws are gonna be very angry. They're pronounced gyros, my friend.
Yes, thank you. You've been tested. It's all right. My wife already yelled at me a couple of times for saying that.
Wow.
I was saying it the American way, so you can understand. But obviously, you're very well educated, so.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I do know. Yeah, the Greeks, they don't mess around when it comes to food, partying, the music and stuff. Off the chain, those guys.
Top notch.
In the background, we listen to White Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle Bells. You're not listening to that at the in-laws, are you?
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, really?
My mother-in-law loves that stuff, so she loves Christmas music. She'll play in the summer. So we're listening to all that traditional stuff. Trust me. Like I said, the only thing that's different is just the date.
It's the date.
We're very traditional, and like I said, we get to celebrate it even longer, which I love.
That's awesome. Wow, a little more sharing on on Christmas Eve with El
Yes, Christmas Eve. Beautiful.
You know what? That's going to be the name. Christmas Eve with El RefaClause.
You nailed it. I got nothing to say. Here you go. You get this.
Oh, ring the bell. Yeah, the strap fell. We got to pick that up.
Which I got to challenge you for that. I forgot.
Oh, hey, whoa. Let's not go there.
Who do I have to pin for that? I forgot.
My man Yurik is the current 19th Sir in the Pot champion.
Uh-oh. Even though, like I said, I don't wrestle, but I still wanna challenge for that thing. I want to put it on.
Yeah. He's a 2-time champ. Might I add.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah. He didn't really beat Ryan Frost, but it happened on center ring. So he's been champ for well over a year. He hasn't defended that belt in way over a year. And I'm talking probably October would have been a year.
So maybe, because I do want to wear that belt one day, maybe, maybe he can just give that belt to you so that way I can just, come over and kind of, fight you for it.
Wait, fight me for it?
Yeah, that's why I say, he can give you the belt back, kind of let you borrow so that way, I can beat you for it. And then once I win it, I can just give it back to him.
I'll catch him on the flip side. We'll see what he says.
Give him a call. Let me know what he thinks.
Yeah. Well, he's got people. I got to go through the channels.
Right, but you're connected. You'll be able to get through. Make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe we can do it in center ring. We got the cameras there and everything.
Man, it's been forever since I've been on center ring. That studio has been closed, and it's like.
Yeah, we had some good times there at one time.
Oh man, you guys were a blast over there.
Me and Bill bonded very well that day.
Uh, bonded is probably an understatement.
Yeah. You know, it's me and Bill. You know, he's like my little brother.
So you've seen the transition of where we were with wrestling before the COVID to where we are now.
Yep.
It started with absolutely zero people around the ring. AEW started putting workers around at
Yep.
one area of the ring.
And talent.
WWE kind of took that. Yeah, the talent. I'm sorry, the
Yep.
talent. Then WWE kind of wanted to mimic because they were like, hey, there's a little bit of a vibe there.
Yep.
So WWE started doing it. Now AEW actually has fans, limited
Little
fans
groups
in
of
the
people. Yep.
in the seating.
The thing is wrestling is so hard when you don't have um, that noise behind you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and, you know, I work shows where I work shows within 300 people, and I work shows where there's been 5 people. But even
Mm-hmm.
those 5, just to get that reaction from that crowd, it doesn't matter how big the crowd is very important. I know when the pandemic first started, it was very hard to watch. Just a silent ring. And I feel bad for the talent. Because the talent, they were doing amazing things, but it's just you know, um, you need that vibe from the fans. To give even the Thunderdome is actually it's a pretty good idea. Fans can come in and connect. Um, I was thinking maybe they can have the fans actually speak out when they're there, but that might get a little messy. You can't really control that very well. So but the good thing is they do have the soundboards in the back, which gives it that liveness of it, and I think they're doing pretty good so far. With what we have.
Mm-hmm. It's been an interesting ride, I must say that.
It's been rough.
And to kind of continue with that, when whatever normal becomes, and wrestling and other events, sporting events and such, and life starts kind of trickling back out into the world here, WWE has already said that they're not going to be doing live shows anymore.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty weird, man.
It is gonna be weird because a lot of people think WWE is just they'll do their Monday Night Raws, they'll do their SmackDown, and then they'll do their pay-per-views and call it a day. But they have so many shows going within the month. Um, Even here, in Connecticut, they would do a couple shows a year in Connecticut, and you would go, I ended up going to a few before this whole um, COVID situation happened. But it's nice to get live shows, but them closing that down. Um, I understand why, but then again, it's gonna be a little rough, for the fans, even for the talent. The talent used to make a nice little paycheck, doing those shows. Yeah, so that's kind of
And the merch.
and the merch, absolutely. You'd be surprised the last time that I went how much it wasn't even a live show. I think it was like on Tuesday or whatever it was, and people were just buying merch like crazy, which helps the talent. Um, So that's the only thing I think about. These guys are out there. That used to be a nice. These guys that don't make TV, they need to make their money on the road. Now what's just gotta wait and see what happens.
Um, I'm sure we spoke about current product, but I kind of want to touch upon, and I've been touching upon this in my past recent interviews because I feel it's kind of changing things a little bit in the indie scene. You've got AEW Dark out there.
Yep.
Are you aware of AEW Dark?
Yep, it's very. I think it's a great idea. I've spoken to a few people that don't like it, but hey, listen, if you can get some product to the fans on your YouTube channel, and free of charge, and everybody has a smartphone, so it's great. You get to see the new talent. Some of the old talent go in there, and kind of mix it up with the new talent, which is it's great. I think a lot of these companies should be doing that. Maybe WWE, they're not gonna be having these live shows. Why not make that happen? At least once a week. I know there's a lot of product out there overall, but I think doing something like that to make your new guys shine a little bit more, I think it'll be great.
Absolutely, because WWE's roster is obviously gigantic. We don't get to see all of the talent. That's very evident.
Yeah.
Even when they bring in their NXT performance center graduates, if you will, when they pick them up and such. I'll just throw out a couple names. Recently,
Yep.
you've got Anthony Green, Josh Briggs. They were in the same class together.
Yep.
Not only that, but those two guys, like literally best of friends, man, like
Yep.
legit best of friends. And they got signed in on the same class. But we've seen what they're already doing with Anthony Green. He's got a new name. He's not the retro kind of thing anymore. He does have the hair and the mustache, if you will.
I don't know how I feel about that though.
You know, he has his name is August Gray.
Yep.
But we haven't seen a beat of Josh Briggs, and I'm just using that as one example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's so much talent in WWE that we don't get to see on the regular. But yeah, I mean, it stinks for us as fans because we miss out on so much. And I know you can't have everybody on all the shows. I always get that, and I totally get that. But AEW Dark, let's kind of put it out a little bit. You got now. It started with Tony Schiavone hosting like a 3-match thing, all pre-recorded and all of that good stuff, right?
Yep.
Now it's like a 2+ hour show on their YouTube channel live. You can watch it live 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights, if I'm not mistaken. The time is correct. And dude, the live chat, there's no way I can even keep up. I have to turn that thing off. There's no way. I focus on the matches. There's 15 matches back to back to back to back. Right through, a couple promos in there. They splash in there. They might throw like a little Britt Baker talk show, if you will. But my point is, you get to see so much independent talent go against their roster from California, Arkansas, Kentucky, you know, the Northeast, whatever it is. You get to see them all kind of congregate on AEW Dark for 2+ hours. And I think it's some of the coolest shit because we get to learn about names we never knew of. And I know you can look up on Face page. It kind of trickles you from to other promotions and stuff. But I think AEW is giving us that kind of visual, video, live YouTube thing right there and then. And now we have the access. Oh, wow, check this chick out. I want to go check her out. Look at this guy or look at this tag team.
We have the tools to you know, to make that happen. It's like everywhere else, you know, going back to WWE, you know, I know we got, you know, they got 3 shows a week. You know, they got Raw, they got NXT, they got SmackDown. But like you said, we have all these new faces that we haven't heard of. And a lot of these guys, you know, going back to Anthony Green, you know, somebody might be seeing Anthony Green right now. Oh, you know, who's this new guy? He's been doing it for a while. I've been fortunate to be part of a couple shows that he's been in. He's been in PAPW a couple times, and the dude is great. He's awesome. You know, I was very excited to see him get signed. You know, like you said, you know, like we have the tools to do a little more, especially now with this pandemic. You know, where we can't have house shows. Doing that just to get those faces out there. You know, a lot of those guys in AEW that do Dark, you know, they do so well that, you know, we're seeing them now on the actual show. So it's, you know, it's a great way to get yourself out there, get people talking, and get your face out there. So like you say, you know, get yourself known.
It's a bigger avenue than what the wrestlers are used to. That when it wasn't there, because I'll use another guy for an example, Max Caster, Platinum Max Caster. He's been doing the Northeast with the Shook Crew, Bobby Orlando and Bryce Donovan. They've been known as a Shook Crew for a while. Really, he's young right now, but when they started, I just shared a picture not that long ago. These guys look like kids, like literal kids coming up in the scene. You know, like we were talking to Wallers and such. Platinum Max Caster now with Anthony Bowens, they're called the Acclaimed as a tag team. They go into AEW Dark. They do a couple matches. Now they're legit on the dotted line into AEW contracts, right? But my thing about AEW Dark is we're seeing these guys and girls come up. Ashley Vox just went against Thunder Rosa. But 80,000, 90,000 are watching this live at a time. And I know when it comes to a major promotion, that may not be the biggest numbers live then and there. But you know what, my friend? 90,000 people watching me on a different platform than, and I'm not sliding any promotion, and I'm not going to use call letters or nothing, but just maybe one in Connecticut, or a promotion that runs in Massachusetts. I'm used to doing 300 people. I'm
Yep.
used to doing 100 people kind of thing, you know? Sometimes I'm used to doing 20 people, but now
Yep.
I'm on a platform that's actually getting 70, 80, 90,000 people watching what I'm doing. I think that is just absolutely phenomenal.
It's insane. It's insane. When you, like you said, when you go from 20 to 50 to 100, 300 the most, when you bump up to that 90,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big number, my friend. And again, I applaud them for what they're doing because it's getting new faces out there, it's giving people something new. And like you
Absolutely.
say, if they shine the way they're supposed to shine, we'll see him on the main roster, which is great.
Uh, Now, we have been talking for an hour, and I haven't touched upon something that I'd like to before I do let you go, if that's okay, my friend.
Sure.
Uh, your Goombas, your comrades, your peers of the zebras of
Yes.
justice, if you will. We've
Yes.
spoken about that before. The brother and sisterhood of the zebras, you know, and such. Uh, but I gotta say, because yourself, you're kind of comfy at home.
Yep.
Ref Bill, I don't. I don't know if he was looking to get to that higher plateau or not. I mean, if he could, that would be fantastic.
Yep.
But I'm not sure because they don't look for, and I hope you don't kill me for this. They don't look for older gentlemen when to be on TV.
Hey, old and sexy, all right.
I'm just saying.
I think
That's between you and him, older and sexy.
I think Bill brings that old school feeling in a referee.
He does absolutely.
And I'm not just saying this because I'm his friend. I'm not saying this to spite you either, but but to me, I think Bill is pretty much the best referee out there. To tell the truth,
Mm-hmm.
I seen him work, and it's funny because we started together and started training together the same day and everything, and we throw stuff at each other. And even him being new, me being new, we give each other good advice. But Bill has been around everywhere
Mm-hmm.
up here in the north. He'll work a lot of gigs, and he's very known. He's very respected. Um, there's in this wrestlers, they go in. Oh, Bill's here. Yeah, I want Bill to do my match because they know what Bill provides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's what he's pursuing to keep on growing. Um, but honestly, the way he's working, I think Bill can do whatever he wants. He's already got a lot of people talking about him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he does the job. It's funny because he brought the Zebra of Justice this past weekend. Me and Bill had lunch together over the good old Cracker Barrel because he hates Waffle House. But yeah, we were having lunch, and it's funny because myself, him, and John Mendes, we came up with the whole Zebras of Justice situation. It all came from PAPW, and he said he was doing a show a couple hours from here, and they saw Bill. They're like, "Hey, Bill, can we do that thing you guys do? What thing are you talking about? That thing, the Zebras of Justice thing. We come out together, and it's kind of cool to see how that's been growing. Because it was just us messing around one day. Let's just have this fun, and it's giving a lot of referees a lot of pride, in what we do. Like you said, sticking together, the brotherhood. I even got a shirt, by the way. Got a shirt made, so I got a little link over in ProWrestlingTees.com. Got a couple of ref shirts in there, but I also got a Zebra of Justice shirt. Take a look at it. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
It's it's not meant just for us. It's for everybody rocking the stripes out there. So that put a smile on my face, knowing that it's getting out there so far that people are intrigued. And it doesn't matter if you're a PAPW. It doesn't matter if you're a TOS. If you got them Zebras on, guess what? You're part of that Zebras of Justice, brother. You're
That carried over to Battlefront up in Massachusetts,
yes, it did.
along
Yes.
with Ref Bill.
There you go.
We were having some fun with that. I love that whole bit. And now the reason why I bring this up because I'm kind of circling, and I know I'm not very familiar with Ref John, to be honest with you. Kind of keeps to himself. He
Busy
doesn't
man.
really. Yeah. So we've
you
never.
Know this about Ref John before I let you get going. The reason Ref John is he just works PAPW shows. he doesn't have that much time, but he's an officer, and he's a very busy man. You know, he's out there, you know, making sure he's keeping all of us safe in the streets. Um, awesome dude, awesome guy. So, you know, want to thank him, you know, for being out there, his services, and you know, being able to, you know, take some time and come, you know, spend some time with us. And actually, John is very key because when me and Bill started, John was the one that took us under his wing, and he taught us a lot of the things that we know right now. So, you know, we're very thankful of John, you know, for, you know, and now, you know, here we are.
I was gonna say very in-ring solid ref. I
Yeah.
mean, just really good all around for the most part.
Yep.
And so I was not. I've seen him a bunch of times, obviously at PAPW, but we never really kind of made. Maybe because he just thinks I'm ridiculous. That's probably it.
I mean, good thing he doesn't, because, you know, if he met you, he might arrest you. So, you know, we might. Well, and he's very smooth in the ring. You know, John got one of the best slides I've seen.
Yeah.
I try to mimic that sometimes, you know, and I'm a little too big, so I might end up falling out the ring or sliding out the ring. And something pretty cool that John does, you know, John can count with both hands, you know, when he hits the mat. For example, me and Bill, you know, you're good. We're back. For example, me and Bill, you know, we count with our right hands, you know, when we go in. So every time we try to slide, you know, we got to find an angle where we can go on our right hand and count there. John, it doesn't matter what you give him. He'll slide. And whatever side he slides on, he'll give you the righty or the lefty. So that's the same momentum. I tried it with my left one time, and I don't get that same reaction I get from my right. You heard my right slam. You heard it before.
Well, the hardest hitting ref, I think, in the industry, to be honest with you.
I got to make sure everybody listens well. You know, everybody hears that 2 count.
My dad, when we first started seeing you, Papa Kincaid was like, holy shit, he is so loud.
Papa Kincaid.
But I wanted to circle back to our beloved Blue Shoes, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I think out of the core Zebras of Justice, if you will, Ref Gina, I really think she is just going to shine on the circuit and go to a different platform, my friend.
Yeah. And she's not Sierra, these guys. You know, she gets in their face. It's funny. She's the smallest one. Which is funny because nobody gets in my face, maybe because I'm a little bigger than usual. But they always intend to get in her face. I don't know why, even though, you know, she's her martial arts skills are ridiculous.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm 6'3", and she can probably kick me in the head if she wanted to. So don't get fooled. So all you guys out there who get in her face, I wouldn't recommend it. I would back off. You don't want that burning Elmo coming at you.
And you know, I've spoken to her. Oh, I'm having her on Monday. This upcoming Monday, my friend. So that should be fun.
Can you give a message to her for me?
Oh, sure.
All right. There you go.
She might hang up on me if I give her that.
Nah, just tell her for me. She'll be all right.
Okay. All right. I'll try to do my best impression of that one. It might look like an elk or a moose or some shit. We'll
take it. That'll work. Don't worry about it. It'll work.
Maybe I'll just throw her the old bullwinkle and she'll be like,
there you go. Hit it with the up here on the head.
Yeah, she will be like, what in the hell?
I approve. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness. El Ref, such a fine time when you sit with us, the fans. I enjoy every second of it. I cannot thank you for sharing you're El RefaClause. I cannot believe we have Christmas Eve with El RefaClause. You have been ring the bell, baby. You have shared so much with us tonight, and we've learned even more than I ever knew about El Ref, and I cannot thank you for spending the time with us, the fans, my friend.
Listen, the pleasure's all mine. Like I said before, I have a ball being here with you guys, being with you. Just loving it. You know, we do this for everybody out there, for all the fans. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're wrestling fans too. So, you know, we enjoy doing this. Like I said, if you want to have me next time, you know, we can have the Russian in here too. You know, heck, we can even have Gina over here. We can have a round 2 of, you know, trying to work things out. whatever you want to do. You know, I'm open for whatever you guys want to do.
Huh? That's actually not a bad idea. Imagine if I could get you and Gina in. You know what? No spoilers.
Yep.
No spoilers. I have some stuff going on. No spoilers.
The only thing is, I might have to find a new sweater because, like I said, I gained a couple pounds, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. Might need to find a new ref shirt too. I don't know. We'll figure that out when the time.
Well, you look fantastic. No matter what, it's Christmas Eve. We had so much fun with RefaClause. This has been amazing, and wow, what a good time!
Well, before
Yes, please, sir.
I got your gift. I forgot.
Oh, we cannot. Yes, yes, we forgot about the gift. I am so excited.
So yeah, Merry Christmas. So before we go, you know, I just wanna. Oh, Is it wrapped correctly? I don't know if it's wrapped correctly. It's these wrapping bags and whatnot. But yeah. On that note, everybody, you guys have a good night. Thank you again, and Kincaid, Merry Christmas.